Welcome back to Kung Fu Mike. I hope you enjoyed your first lesson, the Dragon Punch. And just to specify, the Dragon Punch, when we throw it, it's locked out. Now, in reality, would you lock out a strike in a situation? Probably not, right? But what I can relate this to is if you've ever played soccer or hockey, there's pylons. If you're dribbling the soccer ball in and out of the pylons or skating in and out of the pylons, football players, you see them with tires, doing drills. These are drills to build skills, all right? You wouldn't find them in the game, all right? So this is the Dragon Punch is basically showing you how to throw a punch, all right? But then just to self-correction, make sure you have the thumb on top. It's a vertical punch, the triangle within a triangle. So it's to build skills. Would you use this for self-defense? Probably not, all right? Because you probably wouldn't want to leave that strike out because then somebody could grab it. So we'll go through various strikes that we're going to do, but I'd like to introduce to you some of the blocks that we have. And the first block is an inside bypass block. Now, probably the best way to get into this position is just start with your right hand. Go if you're left-handed, use your left hand. All right, put it on against your body, and then that's one, two, three. So this is where your guard hand should be in this position. And with the inside bypass, all we're going to do is mainly turn from the hips to block an in striking force coming at us. All right, it's hips turning, hips turning. Now we don't want to block with all our arms because what we're doing is we're going across our body, we're going across our center line, and then we're in a bad position for counterattacks. So we want to keep everything, all right, close. Now there's a saying in that it takes 4 ounces of energy to move 1,000 pounds, and that's basically what we're doing. If my assistant could just pass me the stick, the 2 sticks. I want to demonstrate something with this. Thank you. All right, so what I want to do with this one stick, all right, is this is going to represent for a punch coming in at you. It's a line of force coming at you, okay? Force is linear. So what we want to do is as the force comes in, we want to turn our hips, and just with a little bit of trajectory, that strike is going to go away from us. Now, there's a lot of systems I see out there where a strike comes in and it's going out to get it, all right? In our philosophy of Kung Fu that I teach, all right, is that strikes are from the outer level that are far away from you. Why bother block them? They're never going to hit you in a million years. All right, so we have what's called the outside range, committal range, blocking range, torquing range. So an outside range is there's a strike coming at you, but it's so far away, it's never going to hit you. All right, so we don't react. The only time we react is when it comes into the blocking range, and it's a quick torque from side to side. Now, with these sticks, all right, these are Screamer RD sticks, and we use this, and I'll show you different drills that we'll be doing with this. But I want you, if you're at home, if you have some tape or some string or 2 pieces of wood, I want you to make a V shape, all right, and put that on the floor. Now, with that V shape, at the point of the V, all right, what we're going to do, 2 feet are together, and we're going to step off with our right foot with that first vector of the V. 1, 2. So basically what we're doing is we're getting off the line of force, all right? A lot of systems, they'll step back and block, but that force is coming at you very hard. What we like to do is we penetrate and dominate. So we move in and block. Now you notice my hands are open hand. We don't want to make a fist. If you make a fist, if you're in this fashion here, all right, in order to make a block, you have to relax the hands and then make your block. All right, and when you make a fist, if you just feel it for yourself, all right, you have an empty hand, make a fist, all right, you'll feel your biceps contract, all right. That's like putting the brakes on your arm speed, all right. Once your hands are relaxed, All right, as I told you in the first video, a relaxed muscle is a faster muscle. So we want to be relaxed. Now notice I'm stepping off on a 45 and I'm blocking, all right? And I always have my guard hand up. We don't want to drop it. If we drop it, we have open doors and open windows, all right? So we keep that up and it's just stepping off. This is called the inside bypass, all right? And what we're doing is we're moving towards our opponent and we're making that block. Later on, when I show you combinations, what we're going to do is we make that block, we'll grab that arm, and then we strike, all right? We'll get to that. We're going to do building blocks. We start off with the dragon punch, all right? And once again, that's just for body mechanics, all right? In the system I teach, it's about psychology, body mechanics, physics, all right? So what we want to do is just make sure that we have the correct body mechanics. We're striking body center. Our guard hand is up, once again, for any counterattacks. It's a relaxed hand, so it's going to be faster to make that block. All right, and later on I'll show you, you have the tiger, it's retracting, because we don't want to leave that weapon out there. So you've got the dragon strike. You've got your footwork. Remember the V. Step off on a 45. Just practice 45. Now, what I recommend when you practice, always keep your hands up. Always keep your hands up. Back in the day, what we used to do is we used to fill up plastic cups with water and then step off to the side. If we dropped our hands, our uniform got wet. So that's something you can think about. Kids, you better ask your mom and dad if it's okay, but that's just to keep the hands up. All right, and once we're off 45, inside bypass. Inside bypass. And later on, we're going to throw all kinds of different blocks. We don't even have named blocks in our system, all right? For lack of a better word, we call it strikes. We have an offensive mindset. So when something comes in, if I say I'm going to block that, all right, that's reactive. We want to be proactive in moving forward, all right? So our blocks are actually strikes. So when something comes in, boom, we're hitting. Later on, I'll show you how to hit pressure points and then rebound off that energy, and then you can do all kinds of chanas and other things. So that's lesson 2 today. It's footwork, inside bypass. You've got a punch. You've got it's a strike, but in reality, you'll call it a block. And we got some footwork. Put that all together, and things will start to flow. And then I can start adding on various other strikes that we have. We have a whole arsenal of strikes, whatever's applicable for the situation. And then we'll put combinations together. What I like to do, I don't teach techniques per se to my students. I teach concepts, because when you're out there and something happens, you have to move in the most efficient manner possible, all right, and flow and adapt. We don't do paint by the numbers. If somebody throws a strike, you do this, this, this. No, we have to use concepts. And one of the concepts we have is penetrate and dominate. If I can get in here, all right, on my opponent, I'm penetrating. Psychologically, all right, bad guy in the street is not thinking that you're going to come move in. All right, we're moving into the eye of the hurricane. And once we're in there, there's a whole bunch of things that we can do and concepts that we'll do. Now, I don't want this to be cookie cutter techniques, all right, because everybody's different. Everyone has different range of motion, different strengths. So I like to teach concepts. So whatever feels good to you, that's what you're going to train. And you'll see as we add on different things. But I don't want you to do what I do. I want what's best for your mechanics and motion and your size and everything else. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson. We're going to do more lessons. And this shout out is to Sabrina in Spain. All right. Once again, our thoughts and prayers is with Spain, and we want the world to be safe. And I always end with something that we can think about. All right. And action and non-action both have consequences. All right. Either you act or you don't act. There's going to be consequences to action and non-action. Think about that and how that relates to your life. Once again, the payment to me is kindness that you're going to do to others. All right. Mom, dad, brothers, sisters. All right. Show kindness and gratitude. Say thank you for things, and please, things of that nature. Thank you and please, just proper manners. So this is Kung Fu Mike signing out. Till next time.